Yo, what's up? Just had a lovely AM swim here at Life's a Beach Backpackers, where I've been staying for the last week. I made a really cool episode on the whole thing. You can check it out right here if you haven't already seen it. So today I'll be leaving here and heading to a town called Nha Trang. First I have to pack up my bags and eat some breakfast though. Just finished up breakfast, ready to head out on the Pink Unicorn. I'm headed to a town called Nha Trang today. It's a little beach town. I just found out this morning that I have 3 days less on my visa than I thought. Originally I thought I had 8 more days, but now I only have 5. So the trip's gonna be a little bit more rushed than I thought. I don't really have exactly a plan on what I'm doing after this. Probably just head to Cambodia on my motorbike unless something else presents itself before that. But for now, I'm just headed to Nha Trang from Life's a Beach hostel. I don't have anywhere booked yet to stay tonight. I messaged some people on Couchsurfing. I figured I would just figure it out once I got down to Nha Trang, see if one of them replied. If not, maybe I'll just book a hostel or figure something out there. Yo, I just arrived here in Nha Trang, Vietnam. None of the Couchsurfing hosts replied, so I came to this restaurant to get some lunch and probably book a hostel to go stay at after I'm done eating. I got some tom yum soup with rice, and I also ordered a fruit bowl with yogurt as well, so that should be tasty. And I'm just gonna relax for a minute. Just drove like 200 kilometers this morning, eat this lunch, book a hostel, and then I'll go check in. Just checked into my hostel here a little bit ago. The place I'm staying is called Min Hostel in Nha Trang, Vietnam. Just a simple dorm room that I'm staying in. The price was 115,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about like between $4 and $5 US, so not a bad price. Literally the reason I chose this between the 2 other hostels I was debating on was because they all had free breakfast, but this one seemed to have the best breakfast from the reviews, and they also had free coffee here. So it's sometimes the little things in life that make a difference, I suppose. So now I'm gonna go get a quick oil change on the Pink Unicorn, then head to this famous pagoda here in Nha Trang that's supposed to be different from all the other temples that I've visited so far. Just arrived here at the place I was headed, called Thap Ba Panagar. It's a giant ancient ruin on a hillside here in Nha Trang. It's very beautiful, but it is completely filled with tourists. And in my personal opinion, there's a difference between a tourist, a traveler, and a nomad. And this seems to be filled with mostly tourists, but it's still a beautiful place to come check out. Definitely a very cool ancient ruin. So I just came to grab a iced coffee after visiting the pagoda to refuel a little, and they gave me free tea with it. Like 90% of the places you eat or get a drink at in Vietnam will give you free tea, and I think it is awesome. A lot of places all over the world should adopt this practice. Free tea for everybody everywhere. That's a great idea if you ask me. So yeah, the next 5 days are gonna be a little fast-paced because I thought I had 8 days left on my visa, and then found out this morning I only had 5. So I have to rush through the last little bit of Vietnam, more than I was expecting, but that's okay. I guess life works in mysterious ways. I'm not sure why, but everything happens for a reason, I suppose. Yo, check out this cool architecture right here. It's such like a soft, like pinkish cream color. I don't know what the building is, but I've driven by it twice and I just thought it looked really cool. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but pretty cool building, eh? So right on the other side of this cool building right here is the beach of Nha Trang, and it's one of the most famous reasons that people like to come here to Nha Trang. I heard lots of people say that it was a nice, beautiful beach town, and the beach pretty much spans down the whole side of the city. This area I'm at right now seems to be like a little bit more tourist section of the beach, but it looks like down at both far ends is where it's least touristy, which makes sense because all the tourists are down in the center of the city, so that's probably why they're all here. But yeah, it looks like a fairly clean beach from right here. Probably not gonna go swimming today, but yeah, that's one of the reasons that a lot of people come to Nha Trang, is because it's a beautiful beach town. So if you're looking for a nice beach in Vietnam right next to a big city, Nha Trang it is. I ended up going back to the hostel and relaxing for a bit after visiting the beach. Finally got some internet work done now that I have Wi-Fi here. I haven't had Wi-Fi for like the last week, so that was good. Watched a new episode of Rick and Morty, which is an awesome cartoon. If you haven't ever seen it, you should definitely check out Rick and Morty. It'll change your life forever. Definitely a good cartoon, really blows your mind, hilarious too. But now it's time to go get some dinner. So I just came and found a restaurant right down the road. This plate of food is like less than $1 US. So this cut of pork right here that I got, I'm not sure what exactly the cut is. I know it's pork, but it's so good. I ate it a lot when I was staying in Phang Nga. The grandma would cook it a lot, and I haven't been able to find it since then, but I've ate it other places in Vietnam, but it's so good, and I finally found it here again tonight. Yes, so good. So I'm about to dive in and eat this delicious dinner. Super hungry. Ending off the day here at Minh Hostel. I was going to have to go and get a water bottle, but luckily they sold some here, so that's awesome. I can be a little lazier. So I'm just kicking back in Nha Trang for the rest of the night. It's a nice little stop off on my way down to Dalat. Unfortunately, since my visa has a lot less time than I thought, I can only just spend like one quick day here and I have to move on. But I guess that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. So the rest of the night I'm just gonna kick back and hang out and work on some video projects since I finally have some Wi-Fi. So that's all for today.